Hey up pond lovers, hope we're all well. Have I had the best week of my life? Really have. Last Saturday we had the Peterborough Koi Club meet, went down to Keith's pond to see his jumbo fish. Lovely pond. Didn't get any footage of it this time, but there is a video of Keith's pond. I'll put the link up here and in the description if you want to see Keith's big fish. Go over and check it out. Then what happened? Had a lovely week, and then that was on the Sunday. And then on the following Saturday was invited up to Nigel's pond. Link up here. Nigel has one of the biggest ponds in our koi club, absolutely massive, with some gorgeous fish. Won a lot of prizes at the Newark show last year. But the Yorkshire Koi Club came down to see his pond, so I went up and spent the day with them. Fantastic day, so absolutely brilliant. Then on the Sunday following that, the very next day, I went up to Greenwood Bonsai, got me some new bonsai pots, a new tree or two. So yeah, I've had an absolute blinding week, and to top it off, came home to a parcel bin delivered. And this time, it's a bloody big box. I've just cleaned the Eazypod out. I've got the pond topping up. But as I'm going to be spending the rest of the afternoon in the garden, I'm going to get all this lifted up. That's much better. So without further ado, let me spin you around and we'll show you what's in the box. So yeah, I've been communicating with Biling. They love what I've done with the 2 pumps in the pond. So if you didn't catch the previous videos, that's what I've created. A lovely little water feature in this little pond, and that is currently being powered by a 20-watt pump down here. Just about see it under there, you can follow the pipe, and then an 8-watt filter, and both of which are going up the pipes and up over that little waterfall. But as I said, me and Biling have been communicating with each other. They love what I've done with it, they love the videos, but it's not got the look, shall we say, that I was hoping for. It still looks great, and I absolutely love it. For a 20-watt and a little 8-watt, it does brilliantly. But they asked me if I wanted to review any more products, and I said what would be ideal for something like this is one of your much bigger pumps. Sorry to stop you there, but Mother Blue Tit just went in there to feed the babbers. Don't know if she's going to come out, but yeah, love working in this area. Get so much nature, get the frogs and the dragonflies and the blue tits. Absolutely love it. But no, she's not coming out. But yeah, as I was saying, speaking to Biling, they said that I can review any one of their products that I would like, and I said I need more power to power this. So they've got a 50-watt and a 70-watt pump. You can even get them with filters or without. I've gone for one without, because that little 8-watt one in there has cleared it up beautifully, and obviously the bigger the pump, the bigger the filter. So I never bothered getting one with a filter, because this little pond down here probably couldn't fit a bigger filter. So I've gone with just the pump, and I've gone with the 50-watt. I think the 70-watt might be a bit too much, but we'll see. So let me get it out of the box and show you what we got. So yeah, this is how it's come. I haven't even been through it myself yet, so again we're doing it together. So as always, you've got the Biling user manual, which is always in English, and opening backwards. Yeah, so again, if you want to have a look at this, please feel free. But, they're all their products are really self-explanatory, but their instructions are also pretty good. In here we have a bag, I'm guessing, to put the pump in, so no big stuff gets through. High quality, crystal clear. Oh, adhesive. There you go. So you've got 2 little packets of adhesive in the pump bag. We've got a much bigger pipe than we've had on the previous pumps, so very similar, if not it is, but it's very similar to the oase stuff as well. So very good quality pipe, not the cheap stuff that's going to crack and break after a little while. So much bigger solar panel, absolutely huge. It's stuck in the box. There we go. Look at that bad boy, humongous. So that should give us a lot more power. Let's compare it. So that's their 20 watt and that's the new 50 watt double panel. Folds for easy storage and transportation when you're not using it. And then, where are we? That little one up there is the 8 watt, which is about 2/3 the size of their 20 watt. Maybe just over half the size ish. So that's looking pretty good so far. Let's stand that to one side. And then we have a box in a box. Obviously in here is going to be the pump. This is the pump. And again, I'll show you the 20 watt and the 8 watt pump in a momento, but that is a lot bigger. Feels good quality again. Works in a similar way. You've got your foam in there to stop the bigger particles going through the actual pump. Spare foam. The last one came with a couple of spare foams as well. Got a couple of pipe adapters, and then this, which I'm looking forward to trying to work out how I'm going to set this up. Might not need it, but I am hoping I can use it. Is a little spillway. So that straps on here. That fits on there like that, and then you've got a hole in the side to attach your pump on it, your pipe even. Yeah, so that's everything that comes in the box. Let me start connecting it all together and we'll see what we can do. It's actually come with 3 fittings, one was inside the other. So you've got the one that fits the fitting that's already on the pipe, a slightly bigger one and a slightly smaller one, depending on what pipe you actually want to use. So I've turned the 20 watt one off for the minute, so that little tiny trickle that you now see going over there, that's just the 8 watt. Let me just quickly switch the 20 watt back on for a second. Obviously that's the difference between 8 watt and 20 watt. But we're now going to have a look to see what the difference between that and the 50 watt is. So obviously the new 50 watt pump and this is the 20 watt. So big difference between the two. Yeah. So the tank connector comes with 2 really good rubber washers, so we shouldn't need anything else on there, any PTFE tape or anything. So let me get the pipe on. So yeah, there's 3 meters of pipe, and then cable wise to actually plug it in is 5 meters. So that's pretty good. That's the longest cable yet. I suppose the bigger the pump, the more pipe you get and the more cable you get, because if memory serves me correctly, the 20 watt one came with 2.5 to 3 meters of pipe and I think it was 4 or 5 meter cable, but the 8 watt only come with about 1.5 to 2 meters of pipe and only a 3 meter cable. So that's why that cable is up there, because it didn't reach onto that roof. But it's working well on there because we're still trickling away. And as I say, the 8 watt one, this one came with a battery backup as well, so even when the sun goes in, it's only a tiny little dribble, but it keeps dribbling for a good few hours afterwards, so that's a bonus. So before I start dismantling the waterfall again and see what I can actually do with it, I'm just going to have a look to see what the power difference is. So to start off with, we'll drop the pump in the deep end, just stick the spillway box. Now bear in mind this is not currently level, so I don't know what it's going to look like just yet. There we go, that's sat. Then we'll plug it into the solar, and here we go. Oh, pump sank. We're spitting water, but we've tipped a bit. Need to set this up better, but this is just going to give you an idea at the minute of the kind of flow. Wow. Okay, that has got some serious flow to it. all powered by solar. Look at me. There isn't a cloud in the sky today, so they are working full power. But yeah, let me get this set up and we'll have a proper look at it. I've just levelled it off a bit just so you can see, but that really is putting out some power, isn't it? That's a lot of water movement. I'm now going to dismantle the waterfall for the third time and get that bad boy in place. So I've moved the top rock out of the way. That flow that you see coming through the middle of that stone there, that's just the 8-watt pump. That's just trickling through. When it's on a fountain, it still sprays a good couple of feet in the air. But that's the kind of flow that we're getting for the drip, drip, drip off the edge of the waterfall. Let's turn the 20-watt back on. So as you can see, there's an absolute massive difference from the little trickle to forced water then coming through that pipe, which is what gives it a pretty good effect. But what I'm going to do is pull that stone forward and try and fit that behind it. So we're in and we're level, as you can see by the old spirit level. Hopefully I've wedged it in good enough, but we're going to do a bit of a test run before I start putting hiding pipes and putting it all back together. So, and here it comes. That is absolutely ideal. Just a shame I can't move that rock any further back. I might have a bit more tinkering, but yeah, I really like that. Look at that. Now we've got some serious flow, and with that and the 8-inch, you guys can't really see it, and you probably won't be able to, but the flow coming back down to this side now, you can actually see the flow. So yeah, that's just what I wanted. Well, we're getting there. I really am liking this. So that's what I've arranged. So I've got a capping stone down here by my feet ready to go on. That one. Changed a few of the rocks around, and it fits in quite nicely. Now what I do need to do before I put this into place is take it all apart again, dry it off and seal it. That glue is to seal the wear plate to the body, and you don't get that drip through. So I'm going to turn it off, dry it off, get that sorted, put it back into place, get the capping stone on it, and show you the final result. And voila, there we have it. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's how I've hidden it as best I can. You can only just about see it poking out of the rock there. Pipe comes out under the stones, behind Buddha, under the little bit of mind your own business I've stuck there, then under the stones, under the climbing out spot for any hedgehogs that might fall in, and then in there somewhere. But, you can see I've taken the pipe off the 8-watt pump, and then ripples there is the 8-watt pump pumping out. I've just stuck that in for now because I've disturbed a lot of water, so I'm just skimming the surface as well as got the pumps on as well. But I'm going to go find the bits for the 8-watt, and I'm going to put one of the fountain majiggers back on it. So I've put on that one. I quite like that one, but I think that will disturb the lilies too much, especially when the flowers come up. So I think what I'm going to do is put the dome one on. But that gives you an idea there how powerful the 8-watt pump is. So that's attached to a little filter box under there. So have a butcher's. So you can just about see it there. Little filter box. Right, let's find another head. Yep, that's the one I'm going for. I'm going to just turn this off now so we can appreciate it. And there we go. I'm going to leave that one over there. I've moved it out of the middle. That's now out of the pond. So you can just about see a lily bud coming up in the middle there. So hopefully that won't interfere with the flower when it pops. And then, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, the 70-watt one will probably do the right flow, but that comes with a much wider spill plate, and I couldn't even put this 70 watt one on that spill plate, because if that water was to come up any quicker it would power and splash over the weir plate. But there you go, happy with that. Last job I've got to do is try and put all the bonsais back that I've taken off and out of the way, and voila, all bonsais back in the place, waterfall at full power because the sun is fully out. And everything is looking tickety-boo. So just in case you do decide you want a really big one, as I say, this isn't the most powerful one they do. They do a 70 watt version of this one. It's 50 watt, 20 volts, and all the rest of the information's on there for you as well. And as it says on all their solar panels, that solar panel needs to be placed under direct sunlight on cloudy days, and in winter the pump spray will be weaker, and please clean the solar panel every 2 weeks. So massive shout out to Biling. The wind unfortunately is picking up, so I will speak as loud as possible, but absolutely what I wanted, what I needed. When I extend this waterfall and turn it into a waterfall and river, that is going to hold the power that I need to power it. So huge thank you to Biling, massive thank you to all the viewers. If you haven't liked the video, hit the like button now, and on that note guys, we'll catch you on the next one.